everyone, it's me Emily. Today on my island I will be doing a bit of a different build. I hope you can all enjoy it. Basically my idea is to create a road, so I'm going to have a big strip of pathing and then I've gotten some mini cars, a luxury car and a scooter that I'm going to lay out along the road. And then I'm going to add some extra bits around it, like a little stopping and waiting section, just to kind of fill up this awkward bit of my island that I'll show you in a minute, where I just kind of had a long strip of grass. And I think a road could work really well in there. And having already done this build at this point, I think it turns out super cute. So definitely stick around to the end to see my final design. So just to save some time, I already had laid out most of the pathing. You can see it right here. And then I just need to experiment with how I'm going to be placing down these cars that I have. So I've got these in some very nice bright colours. I think they are so super cute. And I had Reese on Halves Island customise these to have these little custom designs on the side. And they're just some of the codes that I use on my island. If you do need any codes that I use at any point during this video, I have a other video on my channel which is called Every Design Code that I use on my island, where I go through all of them, so you can really easily find them on there, or just feel free to leave me a comment if you get stuck, letting me know which code you need. I realised I needed to add a bit more pathing, so I've done that right here just to make my road slightly wider, and then coming back in and continuing to add in these cars. I really hope the audio quality is okay in this video. Please do leave me a comment if it's not. Currently in England where I live, we are having a heat wave, which unfortunately means that my laptop has been getting really hot. So no matter what I do with it, unfortunately the fan is constantly going to be whirring on the back of it, and I don't know how to stop that, and obviously it needs to be on so that the laptop doesn't overheat or explode or something, so there's no kind of avoiding it, but I'm just hoping that my mic won't pick up on that. If it does, you can let me know. I'm really hoping it should be okay, but if not, I might have to see if there's a different way of doing it. Maybe even just for the time being making some videos without voiceovers, but I'm not sure. I'm just moving the cars around a bit here, having a play, trying to get everything looking nice and how I wanted for it to. I think the mini cars are especially cute. They come in some really awesome colours, and yeah, I just love them. But I am glad that I had the luxury car as well as the scooter, just because it adds, I would say, a kind of different dimension to everything, so it's not all the same types of cars on the road. Here I'm just going to go ahead and switch out where the scooter is with where the mini car was, so that not all of the mini cars ended up on the same side. So there we go. And there we go. I think that is all of my cars placed down. So now I can start working on the kind of surrounding sections that will keep this build looking super cute. Starting out with some brick flooring, which I think is perfect for the bus stop that I'm going to make. I want this bus stop to look pretty downtrodden and kind of dirty almost, and I think that will be good. You will see during this video that Tangy was very interested in what I was doing. She walks around quite a lot. And so I've added this bus station, and then I'm coming in with a clock so that you can see when hopefully the next bus will be turning up. And then I had this safety barrier here, which I thought looked nice. It just kind of created a blockade. So yeah, I was happy with this. It's quite a simple and quite an open build, just because I wanted it to look at least semi-realistic, so I didn't want to put too many, you know, odd elements in. I think that's how a bus stop might look, with just the bus stop, a sign and a clock. I didn't add loads of kind of glittery custom pathing under like I often do, and there's no issue with that. I just thought it would be fun to try something a bit different on my island, because I definitely wouldn't say this section of a build ended up being super kidcore. However, this part that I'm putting down pathing for right now fits in a lot better with the rest of my island. And basically the plan for this is almost to make like a services station. I'm not sure if you guys have those in other countries, but it's where if you're on the motorway, it's where you stop and you can get drinks and stuff. Yeah, let me know if you have those in different countries, but I know they're a big thing in England that we have them on our motorways. And so here I'm just going to put out some benches, some flowers, just kind of make it nice and a calming place that you would stop your car and get to stretch out your legs. I'm using these steel fencings, and I actually loved how this looked because you know when you're driving along on the side of a road, they often have some fences, and it's for crash barriers so that if you were to crash you can't, drive up onto the pavement and hurt people. So that's effectively what I was using those as. And then we've got the bench, the scooter. I did use this phone box. I will say I don't love how the red looks with the pink, even though the red phone box is of course super iconic and the classic colour. I think at some point I will probably customise this to be maybe yellow or white, just so that it ties in a little bit better with the other colours I've been using. And then here, this flower bed is super cute. I love it. I just love so many of the new items they brought out for the 2.0 update. I think they're awesome. Over by the bus station, I just went ahead and added this retro gas pump. I really like how it looks. It's all rusty and cool and definitely looks really old and interesting. And then for this cone, I'm just going to put a puddle down underneath it. I love this puddle code, probably one of the most used on my island, because I just think it is so fun to put items in a puddle. That's perfect. So, whoops, with that I think I am actually done. So let me take you on a final walkthrough of this area. So, we have all the cars placed out nicely. A little crossing point so that you can get across the road. There's a bus station here where you could sit and wait for your bus to come. And then over here we have a place where you can get out and stretch your legs. So with that, let me just thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and didn't mind that it wasn't super kidcore like some of my other videos are. It was just something a bit different and interesting, and I really like how it turned out. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving me a like and a comment. Comment what other builds you'd like to see, because I am kind of bringing this island to a close, I suppose, so I could really do with some suggestions on what it is that you'd like to see me build, any things you're kind of keen to see before this island gets finished. Yeah, and with that, let me just thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye!